Okay, so there's two things I want to talk about. I've no actually I've wrote it down this time. Um, One is thoughts, and second is lack. Okay, so what do I mean by thoughts? Thoughts like when you live in with your family members, right, in the same house, we all carry thoughts, and let's say they're coming home from work and they have these thoughts, in their mind, you know let's say it's positive or let's say it's negative. That thought is actually draining the energy. It- and those thoughts are actually hitting it on the house. So you know what I mean. So every family member of yours, if you're living with your family members, so even their thought pattern is going to affect you and your energy level and even your thoughts, right? um so this is what I have been thinking lately, that why does our thought reduce so much, and when we are outside with our friends, or or even alone, we have less thoughts. But the moment we just reach home, what is that makes our mind wander more, and there's so much of thoughts going on, and even we cannot even identify or analyze what are we actually thinking. But the thoughts are happening, and it's not for 1 hour, it's not for 2 hours, it is like for ongoing. You can just sit and daydream, and the thoughts are going to hunt you, and you don't even know what you're thinking about, and even if those thoughts are interconnected or not. So so this is what I have been fascinated by, recently, that you're thinking and you don't know what you're thinking, but you're thinking, and that is consuming so much of your time. And so I just want to say, let's be more aware of our thoughts and the thoughts pattern, that what we are thinking, is it even important, does it even hold any value? I mean, is it necessary? So things like that, which we need to know. So now, whenever these thoughts comes up, which are a lot, just tell your heart, tell your mind, tell your soul, tell your body that, uh, does it even has any meaning? Is it even have any connection? I mean, is it some just random things going on in my mind? Do I even identify what my thought is saying to me? I mean, does it even identify with me? Most of the time, those thoughts doesn't even identify with you, but then they just consume you so much, um um so second was lack, again, that lack can again happen because of your family members, that lack cannot just come from you, and or sometimes when you're working, with for some companies, or some you know when you're working, basically. So for somebody, and even in that environment, there can be a lack, and so somehow that lack does comes to us and say, oh, okay. Usually we're like, why, we're like, why there's a lack, why there's not abundance, why there's not more, what, let me fix it, let me do it. And so, but then in a working environment, it is so easy, we identify it, we know it, we know that there's no use of having or seeing lack. You can change it, so therefore you'll call up somebody, and then you will deliver things, and then we have everything, there's no lack, and the moment there's lack, the mind, the heart, the body system, everything is like, the nerve system is even like going up and down, like, oh my god, there's so lack. So so when there is a lack, just identify with your emotions and feelings that, um where is this lack coming from, is it really in is it really catching up my feelings and emotion? I mean, is it really disturbing me a lot? And if that lack is disturbing you, try to identify what can you do, if it's in your control or not in control. Sometimes lack is not in your control. It is the situation, it is bound in your environment, and that's not much you can do. But then there's always something else you can also do, to just cover that up. But the thought of lack does come to us very often, don't have this, don't have that. So so even if you have everything, but then the thoughts will come, you know uh, which is not even connected to you. So most of the time, a lot of things are happening in our life actually doesn't even include us. We are not even included in it, but it is just happening, and we are just taking it so to the heart, to the personal level, so much to the us. We don't have to. We don't have to take literally everything to us, and it is not happening for us. It is just happening in the situation, it is just happening in the environment. It is not happening to you. So we don't have to take it so personal that it is happening to me, for me, about me. No, it is happening to the environment. So the moment you realize a lot of things around you is very messy, very complicated, you cannot relate to, and you're like, you have a lot of concern about this, just say that it is not happening to me, and it is not connected to me. It is just happening in the environment, and in that environment I just have to keep myself happy, and I have to keep everybody happy around me. So I was just covering two topics. One was thoughts, how that just hidden us, in us, and then we are just so lost in that. Even I think while using our phone or cell phones, or even sitting, the thought is just, there to just play around with you. Um, Second was the lack. That of course there's so much we can do with lack, but then it's a very wise topic, what we can do or not do. It's literally a very interesting topic. Yeah, so yeah, that's it for now. And have a beautiful Monday, everybody. Enjoy yourself and treat yourself well, and just love yourself, and take care.